What's up? What's up? Keep boxing. Uh, just ran across this article that came out this morning. I've been pretty busy making other content that spans further than the reach of boxing. Got a lot of new docu series and a lot of things we're working on right now, so bear with me. But I did want to touch on this article. As you see in the caption, you know, pretty sure you're clear about my opinion on this fight. Shout out to Barrios. Though Barrios is a dog. We saw how he did in the fight with Tank. He did his thing. He went in there, fought his hardest, made it a tough fight, but ultimately, it's Tank. And so, February 5th, he decided to go up, as it says in this article right here. I'm sure you can catch it on Twitter and Instagram as well. I just went on ahead and pulled it up from Boxing Scene on the internet. Seems like, he came out and told his manager, or whoever's managing him at the time, he just came out and said he wants the toughest in the 147 division. As we all know, he's been wanting to move up for some time. He stayed back at 140 to fight Tank. But I think there was other guys at 147 he should have walked through first. You know what I mean? Just you know what I mean? It's Keith Thurman. Like, I'll give you an example. When Keith Thurman fought Pacquiao, and Pacquiao, when he dropped him, uh, Thurman did his thing and got up and caught his legs pretty quickly. He knew how to dance around, and then there was a time where damn, I can't think of the round where Pacquiao knocked the wind out of him, and he kind of like danced around the ring a little bit to get his wind back, get his legs going, and ultimately he kind of dominated a little bit the second half of the fight. He did pretty well. So I say all that to say that Thurman has an IQ, man. He's been at this 147 division for some time. Hey, Barrios is a dog. You don't give up. The ref is gonna have to call it, or he's gonna have to go to sleep. Otherwise, he ain't giving up. His corner's not giving up. So I give him that. But I mean, Keith Thurman, he's fought most of the top guys at 147. You know, with the exception of a few others, including Bud and Errol Spence. But he's done this. He's been there. He's been in the trenches with some true 147 pounders. And I mean, man, y'all better stop sleeping on Keith Thurman. It's Keith Thurman. I mean, I could be wrong. You know what I mean? He could pull up to the fight on the 5th and not look good, or kind of like how Pacquiao looked against Ugas. Just you know long layover. But I doubt it. Keith Thurman is Keith Thurman. Shout out to Barrios again. Shout out to his team for Barrios taking this fight and one of the toughest at the division, because ultimately that's how you become a champion. That's how you prove to the world that you're a true champion, when you take fights like this. But I'm rocking with my boy Keith Thurman. This to me is looking like another Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence. We saw Mikey fought Jesse Vargas at 140 when he went up to, or I'm sorry, at 147, and he was able to secure that victory. But when he went straight to Spence, it just wasn't happening that way. You know what I mean? Bigger, faster, stronger than the guys he's used to facing. So it is what it is. Shout out to Barrios again. No hate. I'm just saying this is looking like another. It's going to be another. In my opinion, I think it's going to be another Errol Spence and Mikey. Who's here to prove me wrong? Get at the comments. Talk your shit. But I'm thinking that's what we gonna see.